Good morning, welcome to Atlanta RV. We're doing an inspection on an Airstream that has the Never Lube Dexter axles. So to do that, you've got to take the cover off, and then under the cover you're going to find a little white ring and a retainer ring on the end of the axle spindle. You've got to remove that, and then, with a wrench obviously, remove the single spindle nut. Set that to the side, and then you've got one washer in there, and so when you pull this off, save the washer, it's pretty thick. And then we take off the hub drum assembly, and we're going to want to inspect the bearing. See if you have excess grease coming out of that bearing. You're going to have some. This is probably acceptable. Prior to taking this off, we checked the end play with the wheels on, and this felt good. Be careful with your studs when you lay this down. And then you can inspect the inside surfaces. You have what's called the armature surface here, which is what the magnet rides on. And then you've got the actual wear surface that the shoes ride on. And you can inspect those for flatness and for wear. You can check for a lip here at the end. This one feels pretty good. You can check for gouging here, and that one feels good. It's got some ridges to it, but it's not bad. And then the armature, you'll notice, gets some grooving in it, and this one definitely has some grooving that corresponds to these grooves in the magnet. This one does not look excessive. If you wanted to be 100%, you'd have to replace this assembly that comes with a new bearing, and you'd have to replace this magnet. And if this was as bad to require changing, you'd want to change your shoes too. So what we normally do is we replace this entire base plate assembly, which comes off with these 5 bolts here. And then we would replace the drum, and we'd replace the backing plate assembly, which would give you new shoes, give you new magnets. You want to verify that this action looks good. You want to make sure that this T-cross hole is not worn in properly, and that it moves back and forth, and that the spring behind it is in good condition, and that the adjuster is in position and looks in good condition. This brake assembly looks fine to me, so we're not going to be recommending replacement of this at this time. However, if this gets excessive, you're going to have to replace this assembly. In this case, we're going to put it back together and call it good, inspect it again another year from now. Have a great day.